This video is brought to you by Sailrite. Visit Sailrite.com for all your project supplies, tools, and instructions. Sew your own double cording using the double cording foot for the Sailrite Ultrafeed LS-1 sewing machine. This double cording foot makes it possible for you to create decorative double piping/cording, which is often used to create edging to help hide a raw edge of fabric which has been stapled or tacked in place to an upholstered piece of furniture. A closer look at the foot set and you will see there are two channels on the outside presser foot and the center foot, the one with the one toe. It has a V profile with a hole in the center for the needle to exit and enter to create each stitch. The two channels will feed our double welting cord, and the V profile of the foot will push the fabric down nicely in the center as each stitch is created. To use, we've replaced the standard feet on the Ultrafeed LS-1 with the double cording foot set. To make your own double cording, choose the decorative fabric of your choice and cut bias strips of approximately 2.5 inches in width. A bias cut strip of fabric will take curves better than a straight cut piece, and it will also help to prevent the unraveling of the edges of the fabric. Here we're simply joining two bias cut strips together to make a continuous length strip. The job of making double cording is made easy and quick with the firm double welting that's available from Sailrite. It's already been sewn together. There are multiple ways of sewing the decorative fabric over the double piping or welting. However, we believe our approach is the easiest. Fold the fabric over the double welting as seen here, leaving about a 1/2 inch or more folded under and past the double piping/welting. Place the assembly under the double cording foot so the piping is under the tunnels of the foot. We will be sewing this assembly twice. The first stitch will secure the decorative fabric's first fold over tightly against the cording on the left side. Be sure to push the double cording up against the fabric's folded edge as it is being sewn, as seen here. Sew about an 8-inch section at a time, then make adjustments to your decorative fabric to sew the next 8 or so inches. Notice that the fold is being held in place with Zach's left hand about 8 inches away from the presser foot, and his right hand is being used to help push the cording against the folded edge of the fabric, right in front of the presser foot as it is being sewn. After the first stitch is completed, the assembly should look like this. The next stitch will secure the second fold, making it possible for us to make a super tight fold easily over this double welting, or sometimes called double piping or cording. To make the second fold, simply wrap the decorative fabric under, covering the remainder of the cording, as shown here. Then sew it in place using the tunnels in the double cording foot to help guide the cording. As it is being sewn, notice again that Zach is helping to wrap the decorative fabric tightly around the cording with his right hand. See his hand gently twisting the fabric to the left as it is being sewn? This ensures a tightly covered double cording assembly. We recommend trying to match as closely as possible the thread color to the fabric color. We also recommend using a home sewing machine thread like our Coats Dual Duty XP General Purpose thread. A stitch length of 4 to 3 millimeters is also recommended. This should help conceal the stitches in your double cording. All that is left is to cut the flaps of fabric off the underside of the assembly, as seen here. Cut very close to the center stitches so the cut raw edge will be concealed under the double cording. Okay, we have a very old chair that has yet to be reupholstered. It's kind of ugly. We will use it as an example of how to install the double cording. We did not attempt to coordinate colors, so please do not critique us on that fact. Double cording is typically glued in place using a hot glue gun. If done well, the double cording should completely conceal a raw edge of fabric that has typically been stapled or tacked to an upholstered project like a chair, sofa, ottoman, and more. Taking sharp turns are typically the most challenging to cover. We recommend gluing small sections at a time, 8 to 12 inches max, and then positioning and holding the double cording in place until a good bond is established. Order the double cording foot set for the Sailrite Ultrafeed LS-1 sewing machine, exclusively sold at Sailrite. Order yours today.